we're gonna be talking about the butterfly dimension in the vault, and about like what's gonna happen to it in the future. I have some theories, and I have some evidence. Hold on, let's just go and play again.
Yeah.
Let's see this. So we have some theories about the butterfly dimension in the vault. Let's go. Let me show you the evidence.
Like, what's your YouTube?
Jemmy Gamer.
Jimmy Gamer.
Yeah, Jemy space Gamer. Alright, let's go check this out. Let's go to Lake and check this stuff out. So guys, I have some evidence that I just figured out about the vault and how it's expanding from the dirt and how it's like rising up. So season 9 is gonna be different from usual seasons. It's gonna be very different. It's gonna be we're gonna have to adapt to the changes. Some of these theories, they're like you know like some of them might be true, some of them might not be true. So let's check this out. So it says shift. Look, it says it right here. It says S rift. So it says shift rift. It could be any other thing, but it's S rift. And the vault, the people have no clue. As you can see, this one is messed up. This one is just the vault itself. And so the Tommy gun might be coming back. The Scar or a new weapon might be coming into the game.
No, that looked like a
And that,
AR to me, like right there.
yeah, kind of, but like, I don't know. And this is the cannon. So all the stuff might be weird, and I don't understand it either.
Let's go
It's
check
kind
it
of
out. Let's go check it out.
it's kind of confusing. But if you look, like right here,
I could glitch into
you
the
you
under
could
the world.
see you could see that it's white, and when it's white, it could be the butterfly dimension. And once this vault opens, the cracks that you saw on the floor from the volcano might be open, and you see how the smoking clouds in the air, right? It could be causing a climate change, and like the volcano might erupt, and it could like put the whole map into lava. That's why the vault was created. So it might take us to another world, and it might take us somewhere else. You see, like right here. So once it opens, the whole map is gonna be splitted open.
I want to
This
see
is
what
just a
season
theory.
9 gonna have working with.
In season 9, so Mr. Top 5 has went under the map, and he saw it was like a maze. So once everybody falls through, it's gonna be different. People might fall through
Alright, so
the
so
thing.
you saying it gonna be an invert? It gonna be an invert of.
Yeah, it might be an inverted world under that vault. It might look the same, but it might be different. That's why there
So
might be new
so you
skins.
like you say, instead of us gliding, we gonna be sliding or something.
I don't know. We don't have like we don't have everything set up together, but once this whole world falls apart, there's gonna be another one under that vault.
So I
This
want
is
to
just a
see.
theory. As you can see here, there's another vault that goes up. from the volcano, past the volcano. And once it goes up, it's gonna go past it, go up, keep going up. Once it keeps going up, it's gonna split the whole world in half. That's when the vault's gonna open. So
Nice theory.
I think every something hours the new piece has been added to the vault, and there's one last piece, and like there's only 7 days left of the battle pass. So once the battle pass ends, another one begins. So
So I want to see how the next one will turn out to be.
so it might be a new place to adapt to. Well, we'll adapt to it easier, and there might be much more sweats because people love playing Fortnite. Like, what's wrong with Fortnite? But
Yeah, like
the
it's the
most
best game
things
in the world.
the most things that's broken. This is not like part of my theory. The most things that are broken is the shotgun, the pump shotgun. Body shots used to be like more than 30 damage. It used to be like 82 damage or 73.
Something like that.
But now it's just like 30. Look, as you can see here, this isn't powered up yet. In 7 days it's gonna be powered up and this thing is gonna be split. So the butterfly dimension might open, or is gonna be another dimension that we have to crawl through since the volcano is gonna erupt. And the fire king is gonna spread across the island, and like because he hates you know
The Ice King.
froze. Yeah, and I was about to say frozen, but he hates the ice king, so he doesn't want the balance to be entered in the world. He wants more than enough balance to cause his kingdom to turn into the whole island.
Bro, how you know there would be a Fire King?
Because the fire king, he's an angry person, and that's why he hatched the eggs, because he wanted enough help to erupt the volcano, because he couldn't do all this by himself. No, he couldn't. He had to do it with somebody. He had to complete his mission with somebody else. If he just went alone, then like, how you supposed to get enough power to like, erupt that volcano? So that's
Whoa,
why.
whoa, bro, you see this? Are you seeing this?
What? What happened? What happened?
Bro, come up here, come.
All right, I'm coming.
Hurry, fam.
What happened?
Look,
What? What is it?
you see it? That fire.
Oh, that's just a challenge.
A challenge
But
to do what? Oh, I just a ring. I didn't see it. I just can't see it. Man, wow, I felt kind of played now.
it's all right. We all make mistakes, and we need to look at stuff second. Like we only takes like 2 tries to recognize. So if you see from up here, it looks like the vault is just like small. But when you go up to it, it's gonna cause a huge explosion in the middle. And that's why they choose Loot Lake instead of like the hill right here. The reason that they choose Loot Lake is because it has the biggest part of the map on the side from the block or the volcano. So Loot
Cause
Lake is the
any other they would have put it in Dusty, which is in the middle.
it
So
will
I'm
be a
guessing Dusty goes to it, right?
Dusty. I'm not sure about Dusty. I don't have no theories yet. I haven't explored Dusty, but as you can see, Dusty in the middle, um, it had like that lava in there. So that lava is gonna rise up in Dusty. That's gonna be a huge lava hole. But I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to see that in season 9 because we might be in that vault underground fighting. This could either lead underground or this could either lead to the butterfly dimension. Those are just theories. Those are not like truth. I'm not sure if they're true. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. You know. But I take all the credit. So, but let's make our way to Dusty. Let's make our way to Dusty. Right? No wait. I'm gonna get this hoverboard over here so we can make our way to Dusty.
Alright, I'm gonna catch up with you.
But you can see on the map that there's a huge lava hole in the middle. It's huge.
Right.
Because since the lava's already there, there is no water for it to cool down the vault. Because if it opens to lava, then that means the butterfly dimension could be ruined and it could be filled with lava. So we're in Dusty now. Now that we make our way towards Dusty, let's look in the middle. You see? Look. Last time, it was like up to like here. But now that it rised up, it's right there. Look. That used to be way lower. But since it's like that, it's gonna rise up. And it's gonna rise up. And once it rises up, this is gonna be like up to here. It might not overflow because there's no walls here to stop it from overflowing. So like this. So it's like that. But when it overflows, I'm not even sure if I'm right, but like when it overflows, Dusty Dip is gonna be ruined.
Probably so. Like the whole Dusty could be covered up
And lava, yeah. And when it is, we can't stop it. So then
it's over.
there
Like
might be like a trailer or something like a new weapon or something coming to the game, and the Tommy gun might be coming back, but it might be buffed, you know, or nerfed.
yeah.
So when it is, this diner is gonna be taken down, and it might be built back up. And Tilted Towers, you know, like that building right there that always gets ruined and built back up. It might be ruined in season 9 again, and then it might be something different, you know. I'm gonna take the rift to oh my god. So as we make our ways towards Tilted, we see that building in the middle. That building in the middle has something to do, it might have something to do with season 9. But you see the cracks in here? My theory is Tilted Tower might be destroyed and every building might be destroyed. That's just my theory. This building right here might be destroyed again in season 9. Because since it has such bad luck with taking down, going back up, taking down, going back up. In season 4, this building, it was everything to everybody.
And the first time they destroyed Tilton.
I remember when the visitor, people think that the vault is a rocket. It has like a rocket inside, and people are thinking that it might destroy Tilted Towers, you know?
Just like the asteroid destroyed Tilton.
Yeah, like it might destroy Tilted this time, but People also have theories about the butterfly dimension and about Thanos. Honestly, my least known theory that I think is gonna happen is Thanos. Because who's gonna open a vault to Thanos? They took out Thanos, and since like the thing is like it got come back, like it came back and stuff, and it's put in a different game mode instead of this game mode, like but it's much more different because we're like the people who help Thanos this time. We don't become Thanos. What we do is just that like one of us does. It's kind of hard to explain, but
It is very hard to explain.
because Thanos has its own game mode now, but there's like Avengers, there's like heroes and villains now. That's what I meant to like. That's what I meant to say because like there's heroes and villains. There's one bad team and there's one good team. One good team has to stop the bad team from getting all the gems and from Thanos to get more powerful. The other team has to collect the stones, and it's kind of hard collecting all the stones when people are like they're just coming out of nowhere and they're just camping around it. So that's why I don't play that game mode, because it's kind of trash but kind of good.
Yeah, and yeah, it's
Because you're just gonna have to deal with people killing you all the time while going for the gems. That's why I like being on the heroes team. It's hard to get trying to do all those challenges when people are stopping you from completing them. So so those are mostly all my theories, but I have one last theory that it's kind of hard to explain, but kind of hard. So do you know that house up there? That house right there. So what I'm thinking is that people
you
might take
mean you
century.
mean John Wick house?
Yeah, like John Wick's house that got broken down. What if that house gets rebuilt, but in like a different way? Like everything's high tech, and maybe in the inverted butterfly dimension, maybe it's much more different. What if John Wick came back and
Well,
every
they
and
did make a new movie about him, so I'm get yeah he will come back you know cause they
yeah,
made a new movie
because
about Thanos and he
yeah,
came back.
it's because Fortnite loves sponsoring movies because they get more money for them to buy V Bucks and stuff. So what I'm thinking, John Wick comes back. He goes in that house and rebuilds it. And you know how people are like, oh, Raptor and John Wick, and like they're best friends and stuff. No, that's not my theory. My theory is that Raptor is gonna try to rebuild the house, but John Wick says, like, I'm not sure what he says, but like he doesn't want the house to be rebuilt. He wants to make a new one. But Raptor insists to make like, that house, and then he flies a plane into the house. But the planes might not come back, but they might because the volcano and stuff,
Yeah,
and the butterfly dimension. So what I'm thinking is that do you know how like this house got rebuilt and stuff? This house right here that I'm standing in.
but I'm still trying to figure out why would they rebuild Tilton.
It's because people had numerous attempts to eliminate tilted towers because that's where most all the players are. Do you remember in season 4, you saw like that character on the far left?
Yeah,
That character might be coming in season 9 in the battle
you mean
pass.
like coming back?
No, because that character was never in the battle pass in season 4 or season 5 or season 6 or season 7 or season 8 because that character was different, and there might be like he might be save the world character or he might be a battle royale character, and there might be like new melee weapons, coming into season 9 because then again, season 9 is gonna be an inverted world.
True. But what happened if it's not?
If it's not, some of my theories may become true. John Wick might build the house again, and the Raptor might like and planes might come back. But if my season 9 theory is true, then no planes, because we're just gonna be if we're gonna fly into planes, we're just gonna be flying into a normal space hole. Just gonna keep
Yeah, and
flying,
then
flying, flying.
and they made it to where we can't like destroy stuff anymore.
So what I'm actually thinking is, what if the volcano explodes, the vault opens,
I
and
mean,
Dusty
like that
David's
red
lava
smoke wasn't
rises?
there. That, I
That
mean,
smoke, that smoke is gonna collide with the storm. Collide. Sorry. You see the polar peak might melt, and
they might
the
have a flood. That's my theory.
and like it might have a flood, and then there's like gonna be this invisibility barrier that is gonna block the water from hitting the island, and like that's season 9 right there. Season 9. But then again, season 9 was related to water and lava. But season 8 is lava and part from pirates and new weapons. But season 7 was ice. So my theory is, what if Retail Row gets destroyed? Once it gets destroyed, everything's gonna be different. Because what if in the inverted dimension, tomato pizza place is gonna be the one that's famous, and the Durr Burger is not. There's possibilities. There's trials and errors. But I want to see what happens to the volcano when it explodes. Is it gonna aim for the ice and melt it, or is it gonna aim for Dusty Divot and flood it and destroy Retail Row? I have so much theories and so much ideas. It's weird.
Nah,
Cause
cause I had theories, but I don't got no stream, so I never had to share it with nobody.
share right now. I want to hear your theories.
Like before season 9, I realized that no, no, yeah, they had the volcano, right? And I
Uh,
saw that throne. I had saw that throne when I tried to get your core last battle.
yeah.
So I'm like, that's the same throne in Portland Creek, but red. I'm like, so
Oh, I think I know what you're thinking. Continue.
so um, I'm guessing I'm guessing like they like both of the brothers, the Ice King and the Fire King, were like joined like start fighting. Then they had this big explosion between them.
You just made me have a theory. What if in the inverted world they change their minds and work with each other, and they become companions and work with each other,
Well,
and they join
that's pretty much
forces? You know, what if that happens in the inverted world?
well, you want to go check out the volcano?
Yes, hold on. I don't have glider. Read the play.
Oh,
I need mats. That's my theory. But what if our theories are wrong and the whole
It's
map
a whole
gets
different.
destroyed? And the whole map gets destroyed and the vault opens to the butterfly dimension. There's a whole bunch of theories
Well,
leading on to the other.
true. Also true.
So let's go check out the butterfly. Not the butterfly dimension. I was about to say let's go check out the butterfly dimension, but it's not, the vault is not open. But my friend, he has like this glitch on his Fortnite account where he gets stuff early. He gets new weapons early, he gets new skins early. He um he gets like a whole bunch of stuff early.
Everything. Oh,
Yeah, and he sending me screenshots of the vault being open. But he didn't show me what's inside because he wanted me to wait until season 9. And I was like so anxious and worried. Like, what if the map changes? Because I love the map. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. Who wants to change the map? But then again, you want to try something new and you want to see new stuff, right?
true. Yes.
But who wants to see the map go? Sorry. So this this is what you're talking about, right?
Yes, the throne.
So what is so different between the Ice Kings and the Fire Kings throne?
Oh man, if I had a stream, I would have went to Polar Peak, and we could have like collab our streams together.
Why don't you just stream right now?
Or no, like two people stream, a two-person stream, or so I'm a streamer. Yeah. See, look, in Polar Peak, they have this blue, they got ice, like they got this whole kingdom, right? And then this, like, they have a chest sitting right on top of here, like
Yeah,
directly on
true,
top of
true,
here.
true.
So in the loading screen, my brother, he thought about something. He said, bull. Like, he said, Kai. He said, what happens if the ice, like, before season 1, I mean, before season 9, the Ice King, I mean, the Ice King pushed the Lava King away, and he coming back for revenge. I'm like, I don't know. What happened if that's true? He said, it might be.
I
So
just
I'm
had a
like,
theory.
what's up?
I just had a huge theory. So once the volcano explodes, the Ice King
Could
is
you?
gonna, I mean not the Ice King, the Fire King is gonna get revenge on the Ice King. You remember in like that, in the season 9 trailer, how like they were going for that treasure? What
Yes.
if the treasure appears in season 9, and once it appears in season 9, they both
Like,
go after that treasure, and once they go after that treasure, the Fire King fires up. What if it like added one treasure to the other? Right. Now let's go
no.
see Polar Peak.
Um,
Let's go see Polar Peak.
hey, you remember when they had that, when the Ice King was in the ball in the sky? Like,
Yeah,
he was in a ball in the sky, and then it had exploded, and like the whole thing went into ice.
yeah.
So what happened if that happens with the Fire King, but instead of everything turning into ice, it turned into fire?
Good point. But there's something
Hmm.
wrong with that. There's something
No,
wrong
go
with that.
ahead.
There's something wrong with that theory.
But
What if you put him in a stone chamber and he roasts him? Not like roasting like with words and stuff. He roasts him. And the Fire King loses his powers. And once he loses his powers, he gets revenge on him because the. Do you know how in the trailer the Fire King got powerful?
yeah,
Cause he was white and he got more like his color and he got more powerful.
what if the Fire King, I mean the Ice King is the Fire King?
The Oh yeah, because he was red before.
Yes, and then he was white, and then
Oh, and then he was gold. But what if the Ice King is too powerful? Oh, now I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. So the Fire King hatched the hybrids to capture the Fire King. And once he hatched the hybrids, they went for the treasure. And he had the Yetis on the side, but the Yetis were dumb. They were stupid. And like so they were like on their way and stuff to get that treasure. But the hybrids were more skilled and powerful than the Yetis. And they were more smarter and they're more of a companion than the Yeti.
true, true.
So what if my theory of the like he traps him in the stone chamber and captures him. What if the hybrids do that, but the hybrids they want the treasure for themselves and they betray the Fire King, huh?
Mm, good point, good point. Very great point.
Or they either help him and they keep as companions and they hatch and they do you remember how like they hatched Ember
Yeah,
and like the Fire King was lonely and he wanted a wife and also a protective. What if my theory was true about he captures the Ice King, but what if Amber does it and Amber kills the Ice King by accident instead of torturing him like the Fire King wanted? Because he said to her, "Get the Ice King." He never said the way to do it. He never said kill the Ice King. He never said torture the Ice King. So what if
he
she just
said he
snipes
just
him? Just go kill the Ice King. So she
whoa.
assassinates the Ice King, and after she assassinates him, the Fire King gets angry and kills Amber. But Amber fights back, and Amber kills the Fire King, and she's the new Fire Queen. What if that theory comes to play, and they all went into the butterfly dimension, and Amber was spoiled with power, so she thought that she could rule everybody until she got killed by the hybrids and brought the Fire King back to life. And then they brought the Ice King back to life. But the Ice King was much more weaker than he was more powerful. So they
I
captured
doubt
him.
that. Like that theory, I would disagree with, like, cause what you call it? Amber, she wasn't a big role of this. It's mainly about the
Fire King and the Ice
the
King. But she takes a big role into assassinating the Ice King. But that's just a theory. It can't be true, or like you don't know like if it's true or not true. It could be true. They could be taking a big local part of, in the so, because maybe Amber took a huge turn and disobeyed the Fire King and wanted to be the new ruler. All right, so oh, you kind of
mhm.
right though. You kind of right. It kind of looks like that. Yo, you right. You right. Look, compared to the Fire King and the Ice King's throne, the Fire King is like he's not like spoiled with his throne. The Ice King though, boy. So let's go back to the dungeon where fire the Fire King was captured. What the hell, bro? You know how you needed to find those keys and stuff to unlock him and stuff?
Yes.
What if you need to find those keys for the Fire King? Because do you remember how I said that they might capture him?
Mm-hmm.
What if they take this postal and put it in the volcano and while it erupts it kills the Ice King and the Ice King can't move. It can't go he can't go anywhere. So he just dies in the lava and tortures him. Cause
Well,
the Fire King did want revenge, and the Fire King did take those eggs when he escaped. The Ice King was looking for a wife. Oh wait! I forgot all about the Ice Queen. How was the Ice Queen supposed to take a role into this? How's the
the
Ice
what?
Queen? The Ice Queen. You remember the Ice Queen?
Oh yeah.
How is she supposed to take a role into this?
I'm guessing.
Does she like
I'm guessing.
help fight the Fire King? How was her role gonna partake in this? Why'd you stop building?
Because I ran out of materials.
You wasn't out of mats. Alright. Did you just know what you did? Bro. Bro. Why is Lucky being placed over my head? Bro. But what if Greasy Grove comes back? But in the
Who?
butterfly dimension, it's called Grove Greasy. I don't know. There might be new places. There might be new weapons. There might be new characters. But we forgot all about the Ice Queen.
Yeah, like
What is she gonna do?
I'm guessing her and Albert would fight.
And what about like the all the other characters, like the Red Knight or something? You know?
I don't know what a Red Knight will come in this.
You know what I think? I think the future is gonna collide with the past. You remember how like in real life and real life and Fortnite collided? Do you remember that worlds collide? Do you remember how John Wick was in the why what didn't John Wick be in season 5?
Hmm. I never really thought about it.
Because John Wick was in real life and they didn't when worlds collided, John Wick was already in the game. So how did this affect him throughout? Did he return back to the real world, or is he still in Fortnite?
I'm,
Because
what happened
he,
if like he's somewhere in like in the ice in the frozen, frozen?
oh yeah, that could be true. That could be true. Like they're just still frozen and like when the ice melts, they come back and like everybody that was frozen, they like they don't know what time it is. Like they don't know what's happening, and when the vault opens, they
Was
get
this here
trapped.
before? Was this here before?
What
I
was
don't think that was here before.
what?
Come see. I don't think this was here before.
Hold on. Can you like start streaming? I could look on your screen. Or you could like collide. Cause there's two people watching my stream. But never mind. One person just left. But I'm confused. How are the pirates gonna be in this? What is gonna what is hold on. Do you know how like the Kevin the Cube people are saying Kevin the Cube is gonna be in the butterfly dimension?
Yes, like I never saw Kevin ever since he melted into Loot
Into
Lake.
yeah. Wait. That's a good theory. That's a good theory. Because he melted into Loot Lake. That's why the vault was there to open it back. because they can't just dig in, you know, and like find Kevin the Cube. It's gonna get zapped. That's why they're like conceiving his power, and Kevin the Cube is gonna come back. Yo, that's actually a good idea because since oh, you don't know what this is.
Wait, no, I did not know what that is.
There's like things that are invisible in here, and like when you like go into them, look, come over here. What are you watching my stream? Are you watching my stream?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Alright, so right there, right there, yeah, right there. So if you keep going like that, you might glitch under this thing. I found something so weird. People are saying Kevin the Cube is gonna be summoned here, but I don't think so. Cause he did melt into Loot Lake. So what happens if he comes back? But this time he's more powerful. Did I
Yeah,
just
cause
stutter?
like last
Yeah, he's.
time he was
But
like
this time
fighting
he doesn't move. He starts flying.
flying.
Yeah, you know, because since he's more powerful, he has more abilities. You know. So I have an idea. So my friend said he texted me this like emoji, and it's like a cube emoji, and
Yeah,
he said and he's like purple. So since he knows everything about like what's gonna happen in season 9, he hasn't told me anything. But since Kevin the Cube took us when he exploded, he took us to the butterfly dimension. And when he took us to the butterfly dimension, he melted. And when he melted, um, so he melted into the ground. Remember?
yes.
So
How did he melt it? I can't figure that
so
out.
he opened us to the butterfly dimension, but then like the pieces of him spread it around, and so
Yeah, no, the
and then
marks he left.
and you remember Lil Kev? Remember Lil Kev?
Yeah,
What if Lil Kev turns into Kevin, but like people are gonna have to like put like Kevin Lil Kev into like a little like socket like thing, and to like they have to put like Kevin Lil Kev right here or Lil Kev right there. What if it's much more different? What if Lil Kev goes right here, he starts floating, then he opens the ball, and once he opens the ball, the ball has Kevin the Cube, and then all the pieces that got scattered around the map, all the pieces of Kevin the Cube, they turn into one
together.
big piece, and then it explodes, and then we're in the butterfly dimension. That's my theory. You know?
I know, ma.
Oh, bro, I didn't know I had no mats.
So I haven't seen Kevin the Cube since season 6, I think.
Bro, you see my aim? It's bad. Bro. No way I just don't pump you.
Yeah, he did 200. He shot me for 200.
Bro. 200 IQ play. I get the job now. How come tally the bites? You can see like from my point of view. Oh,
I just want to see what's going on.
whoa, whoa, dude, wow, dude, whoa, whoa, dude, whoa, dude, whoa. I sound like a fan, like I'm talking to a fan. Whoa, dude, whoa, dude. How do you even know there's a chest behind you? Oh my, Jesus Christ. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Bro, oh my god, you little. Bro, don't talk to me like that, you look like a mother. Oh, come on, mate. You think I'll be so rude, mate? You know what I'm saying, mate? Alright, so those are my theories. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next broadcast or video.
Like this.
Peace.